As I was watching this story from Lismore, New South Wales, Australia, how the floods destroyed the town, I was thinking, always said they are going to try to move people out of the country towns into their smart cities. And when you look at the devastation that's happened to this town, they've lost their food, they've got no fuel, the water's come up above their roofs of their house, so their houses have been destroyed. Where are they going to go? There's a food shortage now. What's going to happen to all these people in the town who probably can't afford to rebuild? They probably haven't got insurance. Are they going to be forced into these smart cities? I mean, the conspiracy nuts have been talking about this for a long time. Now it's happened, I say you can justify it. Yeah, there was a flood. Yeah, this was a manipulated, man-made weather event. This was all made to happen. The entire town destroyed. They said they're going to get us out of our towns. Well, this is one of the ways they're doing it. Then what's going to pick up in the very next couple of weeks maybe? Massive winds, I bet, and they'll start blowing trees on houses and things like that. Cause more chaos. But the town's gone. This is the worst ever. So I think you are going to start to see these big moves to the smart cities, everyone becoming reliant on the government, which is exactly what the government wants, complete control over everyone. Because then if you're in these smart cities, if you haven't got all your information up to date and you've got your certificates and your microchips and all the rest of it, how are you going to get money out of the bank when everything's on a computer chip? They're getting rid of cash and making everything digital. That's why they want you up to date. Think about all that while you're watching this.
We don't have any sewage facilities at the moment.
The disaster here is only going to get worse.
Crane filmed the situation at his local Spar supermarket in East Lismore, which today began throwing out nearly every grocery item from its shelves.
Everything else, unfortunately, we can't sell, we can't use, and we can't eat.
As the day wore on, some residents were so desperate they decided to take their chances on these spoiled supplies.
We drink bottled water if we could get it. We can't get any.
Luke says his local petrol station has told him it could take 8 weeks to get back online. Flooded supermarkets will likely take just as long. Resupplying anything today was impossible with roads cut off in every direction. Fresh produce usually comes from Brisbane's Rocklea markets, which currently look like this after bearing the brunt of the same storm.
I think a lot of people will start to go, hang on a minute, I'm hungry. I can't get food, I can't get water, I can't get fuel, I can't buy nappies for my baby.
There is no more flour in any of the supermarkets, so those good bakeries cannot bake bread.
Even evacuation centres are running low on food.
We do not have any fresh produce. At the moment I've secured enough supplies to get us through lunch and possibly dinner tomorrow, but after that we just don't know what's going to happen with food and how we're going to continue to cater for people in the evac centre.
Lismore Mayor Steve Krieg says there's a plan to get critical food supplies trucked from Sydney to Casino, where it can then be airlifted, but that has a catch too.
All of this support, unfortunately we're fast running out of aviation fuel, so can't sort of take a trick at the moment.
Surviving the coming days is the first challenge. Rebuilding infrastructure could take years. Lismore City Council has opened its own fundraising account to ensure any donations are directed to those who need it most.
At the end of the day, what we're really going to need is financial support. We'll be leaning very heavily on the federal and state governments for all the support that they can get us.
How would you describe the magnitude of this disaster compared to the many floods you've had before?
Our statistics are telling us that we're living through a 1 in 500 year weather event.
Next, the New World Order, One World Government to the rescue.